Hi guys, Casper MMA here today, back with another UFC prediction video on the channel. Today giving my predictions for UFC 327, Prochazka versus Ulberg. Now, we've been fed some awful cards by the UFC recently, just some like random fight nights with like some of the worst fights you'll ever see on them. But this week we've actually got a good card, even though it could have been better, but Van and Tyra has been took off because Van had to pull out, but it's been moved to another card, so it's fine. So there's still some good fights on this card, and I'm looking forward to giving my predictions for it. But before I do that, make sure you guys are new around here and you're enjoying this content, you go down below and hit that subscribe button. It's free and it's much appreciated. So I'm wasting no time here today because I don't want to talk about last week's card. My predictions did not go too well. I think we only got 6 out of 13, so just about half the predictions right. Yeah, it was a bad one. I picked quite a few underdogs and they didn't pay off for me. So moving on to this week, and we have 12 fights on this card. We kick things off with the first prelim of Charles Radtke and Francisco Prado. Now, I'm picking Radtke to win this one. I was umming and ahhing a bit. I originally picked Prado, then I went, no, let's pick Radtke here because Prado's been on a not a great run, to be honest. He's won like once in the UFC, and around that, he's on like a 3-fight losing streak at the minute. Lost a split decision in his last fight to Veretennikov, then lost to Zellhuber, Malaki. These are losses I can't forgive really because like they're just terrible fighters. Lost to Jake Matthews as well, and his only win to KO over Otman Aizaitar. He's fighting Radtke, who's, to be fair, he's not the best fighter ever either, to be honest. He's 11-5, 35 years old, but he's coming off a win. Got a submission win. He's entertaining, to be fair. He's either gets KO'd or gets a finish himself. Being KO'd by like Mike Mallard, Carlos Ulberg, but they are pretty good high-level fighters, and he's got a few wins, few finishes of his own. So I reckon, yeah, Radtke will just be about better than Prado here. It should be a fun fight, really, to be fair, but I'm going to back Radtke to win by decision. Now we move up the card to Kelvin Gastelum versus Vicente Luque. I mean, 2 unks on the card. I mean, they're not even that old, really. They're only 34, but it feels like they've both been around for so long. I mean, we've got Gastelum here. I'm going to pick Luque to win this fight, by the way. I mean, I don't know, really. Gastelum could win this. Just came off a win. His last fight against Stoltzfus. Missed weight in that fight, though. It's not surprising. He's a big guy, isn't he? But lost to Joe Pyfe before that. I mean, it's a win over D-Rod. I mean, it's not that impressive wins, really. These last couple wins got subbed by Sean Brady. And like overall, he's had a okay UFC career. I mean, he's been around a while, 14-10 in total. So he's decent. Luque as well, he's a good fighter. 34 years of age as well. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. Lost to Kevin Holland by submission. Then lost to Joel Alvarez. But I mean, they're not the worst losses ever. Subbed Garimbo, which is very impressive. And then yeah, it's a few decent wins himself. And yeah, both these guys, been around the UFC ages. Luque 16 wins, 8 losses in the UFC, so a slightly better record than Gastelum. And you know what? I can see it's going to decision. I'm pretty sure this fight, I can't really see a finish. And I reckon, yeah, either one can take it, but I'm going to back Luque to win by decision. And now we move up the card to Marquel Mederos versus Chris Padilla. Now, I'm going to back Mederos to win this fight. To be fair, Padilla has been going under the radar a bit, I mean, he's undefeated in the UFC. Padilla, he's 4-0. With wins like he just got a win over Ismail Bonfim as well. KO, I don't know how he did that. He's probably a big underdog in that fight, I guess. I can't even remember. But to beat like Jai Herbert, Rong Zhu, Lon Top, he's been getting the job done. Not like the most impressive. He's not been getting hard opponents, but he's been getting them done. He's got like 3 finishes out of 4, so impressive. He's fighting Mederos, who's 11-1 record, only 1 loss. And that was like early on in his career. Since then, he's looked good. I mean, he's had 3 fights in the UFC. Feels like an NPC fight. It's like, I don't remember many of these fights, to be honest. Beat Quinones, beat Austin Hubbard by split decision, then beat undefeated guy, Mark Choyninski or something. Beat him in his last fight by decision. So, I mean, he looks pretty good. Both these guys are on a pretty good winning streak, to be fair. So, expecting a decent fight here. But, I don't know. I'm just backing Mederos here. I don't know if Padilla is. I mean, he's been getting the finishes, but I don't think he's going to be able to finish Mederos here. So I'm going to back Mederos to win this one by decision. Now moving up the card to Tatiana Suarez versus Lupita Godinez. Now I think this is a pretty easy pick for me. I'm going to pick Suarez to win this fight. I don't know. I feel like she's just the better woman here. She's 35 years old now, and her 11-1. Her only loss is to Zhang Wei Li, which I mean, come on, only like Zhang's pretty good. Everyone's losing to her, apart from Shevchenko in the last fight. But I mean, she's got impressive wins as well on her record. Beat some like former champs and stuff. She bounced back after a loss against Zhang and beat Lemos in the last fight. So I mean, to be fair, Godinez has quite a few shared wins, like quite a few that beat the same women. To be fair, because they're probably it's like honestly, there's not many good women. So like, if you're going to go up the division, you're going to fight them all. She's on a 2-fight win streak. Beat Jessica Andrade, Pilastri. Lost 2 fights before that, and I don't know. I just feel like Suarez is the better fighter here. I could see Godinez winning here. It's always a 50-50 women's fight. That's how I always say. But I'm backing Suarez to win this one, and I reckon she gets it by decision. Next up was Mateusz Gamrot versus Esteban Ribovics. Now, it took me a while to figure out who's going to win this one, but I think I'm going to back Ribovics to win. It's going to be a close fight, I think. Both of these guys are pretty good. I mean, Ribovics is 15-2 at the minute. Lost to split decision to Haqparast in his second to last fight. But I'm pretty sure that was a robbery, if I remember correctly. I don't know how Haqparast won. But, I mean, his last 3 fights have all been fight tonight. He's an exciting fighter, you've got to say. Just beat Elvis Brenner in his last fight last year. Beat Zellhuber, beat Terence McKinney by KO. I mean, you've got to respect, he's pretty good. Lost to Razabov in his first UFC fight. But around that, yeah, he's a very fun fighter. He's fighting Gamrot, who's a decent fighter as well. 35 years of age now. I mean, he has lost a couple. He lost a split decision to Hooker, which was a blatant robbery, and then lost a submission to Charles Oliveira in his last fight. So around that, I mean, he's obviously had some good wins. Obviously, Pete Armstrong and stuff. Jane Turner, RDA, Bleak Klein. That was his last win. But I just don't know. I'm not sure. He could definitely win this fight. Let's be real. He could just grapple Ribovics and then somehow end up getting the decision win. But I'm going to back Ribovics here. I mean, there's probably a chance Ribovics can get a finish. Probably got a higher chance of finishing Gamrot here. But I think, I don't know, just going to get the job done. I reckon Ribovics gets the win by decision. Now we move at the card where Kevin Holland versus Randy Brown. And I think Kevin Holland is going to win this fight, you know. I mean, it's an interesting one. On paper, I feel like Randy Brown should probably win this fight, if I'm being real. But the more I looked into it, I thought, you know what? I think Kevin Holland can take it. I mean, he's on a 2-fight losing streak. Lost to Daniel Rodriguez, lost to Mike Mallott, and it's like not great losses, to be honest. I mean, he should be beating both of them really. But I think he just fights too often. I think he cares more about money and fighting more often than he actually does about winning. Because he fought, how many times he fought in 2025? He fought 5 times. So many times in 2024 as well. He just fights so often that he's bound to lose. Probably weight cutting that much probably just has a bad effect on your body and stuff. So he's still got been winning in that. Won a couple of times last year, lost a couple of times. Fighting Randy Brown here as well, and he lost his last fight, got KO'd by Bonfim. Beat Dalby, which was one of the KOs of the year. That was he just fell to the floor. That was awesome. But lost to Brian Bow before that. Wasn't a good run before that, but then got served by JDM. Has been KO'd by Luque in the past. I don't know. Both these guys just on and off. Sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're not. And I can just see Holland winning here. I mean, it's a big card. He's took some time off as well. Actually, pretty rested his body a bit, and I reckon he's going to come out here and do well. So I'm going to back Holland to win, and I reckon he can get the KO. Next up, we have the last prelim on the card, and they've managed to sneak a Bellator fight into this. We've got Patricio Pitbull versus Aaron Pico. Now, this is literally 2 guys came from Bellator. Pitbull's fought twice in the UFC. He beat Dan Ige, lost to Yair Rodriguez. Pico has fought once and lost to Lerone Murphy. But I'm backing Pico to bounce back here and get the win. You could say maybe that Lerone Murphy KO was a fluke. I still thought Lerone Murphy would win that fight by decision. That's what my prediction was on this channel. But how Lerone Murphy was underdog in that fight was crazy. I couldn't believe it. But I don't think Pico's record is that impressive, really. I mean, obviously he's come from Bellator. He's had a few losses, a couple wins as well. He's got quite a few KOs on his record. But I mean, he's not really beat anyone really impressive, any good opponents. But I feel like Pitbull 38 now. I mean, I counted him out of his last fight because of his age and stuff. And I thought Dan Ige might get the job done, but I know he's still quite skilled. You know, he bounced back after his loss to Yair Rodriguez, which I was that's unforgivable. But you know what? He got the win against Dan Ige. But I don't know. I feel like Pico, the younger guy, was looking good against Murphy as well before the KO. And I think Pico should be the faster fighter, be better here, and I reckon Pico takes the decision. Now, up to the main card now, we have Cub Swanson versus Nate Landwehr, and I'm backing Nate the Train to win this fight, you know, I mean, it's probably must be Cub Swanson's retirement fight, surely. He's 42 now. I mean, he won his last fight by KO. He got the KO in round number 3 against Quantillo. I found that kind of crazy. He lost to Philly before that. He's literally his last couple of fights have been win-loss, win-loss, win-loss for so long. Obviously, he's been around for so long, the UFC, 15-10. So he's got 5 more wins than he has losses. It's always good to go out with a winning record. 42 now, yeah, it's definitely time to hang it up. And it should be a fun fight though here. He's got Nate Landwehr, who's obviously like hit or miss. He's a very fun fighter to watch, but I mean, he's either getting KO'd or he's getting a KO himself or a submission or something. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. Lost to Charrier, lost to Duho Choi. I mean, I love watching Nate the Train, but he's not the best fighter ever, really. He's 37 now as well, so he's getting on a bit. They should probably both retire at this point, but he's 5-5 in the UFC, and I'm going to be picking him here. I mean, honestly, Cub Swanson is probably the better fighter. He can probably get a win, but I reckon Nate Landwehr is just going to come out here just throwing bombs or whatever. You never know, and he probably will get the finish. But I think that Nate Landwehr will win this fight. I think it's going to be probably one of the fights of the night or something. I reckon Landwehr gets the win by decision. We move up the card to Dominick Reyes versus Johnny Walker. Now, I'm back on the Johnny Walker hype train. I'm picking him to win this fight. I was on the Dominick Reyes hype train for a while, you know. Picked him to win a couple fights, and we love to see him. I mean, he was like, what was on like 4-fight losing streak where he was just getting KO'd. Then all of a sudden was on a 3-fight winning streak, getting all KOs. I mean, you've got to say his opponents are kind of like handpicked for a bit. Justin Jacoby and like Anthony Smith. I mean, he's got to get the KO there. But then beat Krylov, impressive. Then yeah, fought Ulberg, got starched in that fight. But he's fighting Johnny Walker here, who's was on a similar trajectory of just getting KO'd. Got KO'd by Ankalaev and Ozdemir in that. But he fought Ming Yang Zhang. Everyone was thinking this is just like going to be the same thing because Zhang was just KOing everybody in his fights. But he got the win there. Beat Zhang by KO. Impressive fight, to be fair. He changed his game plan and stuff in that fight and just broke him. So I reckon that Johnny Walker, he's got a new game plan, I think, because I feel like he's going to win this fight. I mean, remember the first second of like the Zhang fight, like ran and sprinted across the cage, like tried to take him down. That was funny. But yeah, I think that he's going to KO Reyes here. To be honest, I feel like Reyes, he had a nice run, but it's time to hang it up, mate. Like now you've lost again. I think the chin's gone again. And yeah, Walker is going to win it. So I'm going to back Walker to win by KO. Next up, we have Curtis Blaydes versus Josh Hokit. Now, very interesting fight to make, of course. And they're definitely just trying to push Hokit up the rankings because there's not many heavyweights really. Not many good heavyweights. So they've seen Hokit's winning a couple of fights. Like, right, let's push this guy, get him on the main card and that. But he's up against Curtis Blaydes, and Curtis Blaydes is going to destroy him. Like, he won his last fight against Kuniev. Got a split decision win there. Before that, fought for the interim title against Tom Aspinall. Beat Jailton Almeida before that. Did get KO'd by Pavlich. But we know Curtis Blaydes is a very good fighter. I mean, he's 14-5 in the UFC. Definitely, like, there's not many good heavyweights. He's one of the good ones. Like, up there at the top of the division. Probably would never be champ, but he's obviously still a very good fighter. 35 years of age now. And he's fighting Josh Hokit, you know, he's had a good run. He's 8-0. Thinks he's Chelsea or something. I suppose he's entertaining. Like, that's still what the UFC wants. He's had like 2 performances, like bonuses in last 2 fights. 2 where he got KO win, then got retirement against Denzel Freeman. That was kind of weird because, like, yeah, Freeman just put his hands on his legs. Was like, nah, I'm done. And yeah, around that means obviously he's undefeated, all wins by finish, but this is way too big of a step up. Like, I guess he's beat like the Cans. They're like, right, let's feed him to someone better. This is too big of a step. So I reckon Blaydes is going to win by KO. And now the co-main event time: Azamat Murzakanov versus Paulo Costa. Now, this co-main was meant to be Van and Tyra, but we have this now. Which is kind of let down to fair for a co-main. It's not the most exciting fight ever, but we have Murzakanov, and I reckon he's going to win. Undefeated, Russian man, 60-0. He's 36 now, so I mean, if he wins this, he's probably gets a title shot. Maybe, I don't know. If he KOs Paulo Costa, definitely, I think. But he's been on a great run. His last 3 fights he's won by KO. He's had like nearly all KO wins in his UFC career. I mean, he's 12 wins by KO. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but I mean, yeah, it's literally he hasn't lost. He looks pretty good. Paulo Costa, on the other hand, he did win his last fight, beat Kopylov by decision, but I mean, it kind of impressive. But I mean, Kopylov's been on. He's lost a few fights recently, and that he lost to like Anthony Hernandez, lost to Paulo Costa as well. Before that, Costa lost to Whitaker, lost to Sean Strickland. Don't know how that was a split decision in that fight, and that's kind of crazy. He's like before that, he's one of his only wins like Luke Rockhold, lost to Marvin Vettori as well before that. Like, I don't know, unless Paulo Costa's like got a new game plan here, I see a world where he wins, to be honest. I can see a world where he gets a decision win, but the way Murzakanov been performing, I can't see anything different than a Murzakanov win here. Maybe, I'm not sure he gets the KO against Paulo Costa here. Not sure about that one, but I reckon Murzakanov does take this win, and I reckon he gets the decision. And now, main event time, we have Jiří Procházka versus Carlos Ulberg, and I'm picking Jiří to win this fight. You know, I feel like he is just the better fighter here. I mean, obviously, he's lost a couple times to Alex Pereira, but around that, he hasn't lost in the UFC. I mean, he's so good. Obviously, former title holder, finally fighting for the title again, which I'm very happy to see, because like he's probably one of the best fights to watch in the UFC. Like, he's so good. Either he gets KO'd like by Alex Pereira, or he gets a KO in his fights. I mean, literally has nearly all finishes in his whole career. Only been to decision once in his whole MMA career, and that was won a decision in Rizin back in 2016. But I mean, been on a good run, beat Jamal Hill and Khalil Roundtree, who both fought for a title as well against Alex Pereira. KO'd them both as well in round 3. So he's just got to love to watch it. And I feel like he's going to KO Ulberg here, to be honest. I mean, obviously Ulberg is pretty good, undefeated in the UFC. Well, technically, he lost his first fight against Ezna Chukwu, but if Ezna Chukwu can KO you, Jiří Procházka can definitely KO you in this fight. So, he's had a good run, to be fair. Ulberg, deserving of a title shot, you've got to say, even though his last win was against Dominick Reyes. But, you know, he beat Blachowicz as well before that. He's been, getting up there in the division. It's about time he gets a title shot. So, I reckon he is good, but he's not good enough to beat Jiří. If it was against someone else, if it was against Murzakanov, he wins. But Jiří is a different breed of fighter, and he's just, I don't know, I don't think Ulberg's ready for him. So I'm going to back Jiří to win by KO. So there are my predictions for UFC 327. Let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of my picks. And that's all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.